Hi everyone, I'm very tired right now. I think it's because of lack of sleep, but I have to make this video for you. This applies actually not just to you guys, my students, but also anyone out there in Singapore who has our free notes. And the whole point of making the notes free is because bio really is simple to score. I mean, no subject will be easy at first, but it is simple. There is an easy, predictable way to score in bio. And honestly, if Cambridge sees this video, they will start being like, we need to make our O-levels harder. That will come one day, but for now, take advantage of it. I want to just show you the simple two-step process to acing your paper. At least 70%, okay, maybe not all the time it will be 70%, but many questions are free marks. You just need 2 steps to get the free marks. So this, I was making a TYS answer for 2014, right? For you guys, my students. And if you look at this, I was like, what is going on? Because so many of the questions are CAQs. So the commonly asked questions I've made for every topic, as you can see, is all the common definitions that come out, common MCQs, and the one that we're interested in is the common OEQs. So let's see, okay, I'm going to show you now. Imagine I am doing the paper, how to use the 2-step process to score free marks for most of the paper. Okay, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I'll just show you as an example. First step is if it's a direct copy-paste CAQ, you just copy the CAQ. That's it. Copy-paste. Full marks. That's the first step. The second step, if it's not a direct copy-paste, it's a modify. Just like Golgi apparatus, you have to modify, sort, and package your answer. Not just proteins, but you have to MSP your answer. You take the CAQ, you modify a little bit, and then put in the question. Do the same, free marks. So 2 steps. Some questions you only need to do the first step. Let me show you real examples. Question 1. Okay, imagine this is your O-levels. You open the paper. Oh, okay. Wait, I learned this. Let me show you where you learned it from. Exclusion. CAQs, right? Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? It's the exact same question. I just copy-paste, like that. Boom, free marks. So let me show you my answer key. There we go. Okay, now my answer key is definitely not perfect, but I think it's a good guide. Let's go to here. That's what I did. So if I was you, obviously I can't refer to this, but if I was familiar with the CAQs, if I studied this, then it's 3 marks. You might not get word for word perfect, but if you get most of the things there, the keywords are there, the idea is the same, you should get the full marks as well. Okay, next. Let's see this question. Describe and explain how reduced ADH secretion affects composition of urine. Where did we see that before? It's excretion, same topic, ADH. And it's what? Reduced secretion of ADH. So less ADH, right? Secrete less ADH. Look, here, see? Pituitary gland secrete less ADH. What happened, right? So I copy this, I put in the answer here. That's exactly what I did. Ta-da, done. All this has been 3 marks, so far. 5 out of 7 marks are free. Now let's continue. Blah, blah, blah. This one's some primary school level of math question, which you will definitely get it for free. Okay, state 2 short-term, long-term effects of excessive alcohol consumption. Negative impacts of alcohol. And this is topic 5 in nutrition in humans. Let's look at the CAQs. Oh, look at that. It's the same question. So yeah, just choose 2, and then you just copy-paste, and that's what I did. 4 marks is mine. And then this one, you should also get the full mark. So congrats. You'll get basically full marks for this question for free. Then, name one tissue present in A, how it's adapted to its function. So this one has so many answers. Let me see if this is part of the CAQ. So this is transport in plants and adaptations of xylem and phloem. Okay, this one's the differences which you could use. Let me find out. I don't have adaptations. Yeah, I don't exactly have adaptations, but they are basically packaged in this question. One tissue present in A, and A is a leaf vein, vascular bundle, so it contains either xylem or phloem. You can choose to name one tissue, right? You can choose xylem or phloem, and then just say one adaptation for its function. Right? If you had learned this CAQ, what could you do? Well, you could say this. Xylem, lignified wall, this is the adaptation. Strengthen so it doesn't collapse. Or you could say xylem, vessel elements, no end walls, unobstructed flow of water. For phloem, you can say cells, let me see, this one is a good one. Perforated end walls, or you would say porous end walls is a shorter word, called C plates, to have a more unobstructed flow. I don't want to say unobstructed because it's not 100% unobstructed. More unobstructed flow of manufactured food substances during translocation. That would be your answer as well. And then you see this one about energy, right? Active transport. Then you could say, oh, there are companion cells in phloem that provide energy for active transport, translocation. That's what I did. I copied that over. This one is from the CAQs, by the way, these 2. This one is also from the CAQs. These 2 are not directly lifted from here. But as you can see, if you studied the CAQs and you're familiar with this question, you have used it already. I count that as 3 marks also lah, okay? I consider this as a success, a win. Then all these ones, very simple stuff. What is meant by term carbon sink? The definition. Carbon sink, what's that? Ecology. Ta-da! Yes, 3 marks again. Just copy and paste. That's what I did. Carbon sink. Next. We do this one's quite easy. It suggests why the ocean gives out less carbon than it takes in. This time, I have just been doing step 1, which is just copy and paste. If you know the CAQ, if you learned it, then you just write it out in the exam. Even if it's not a perfect word for word, same keyword, same ideas, you should get the full marks. Next, this question, you require step 2. You need to be like the Golgi apparatus, modify, sort, and package your answer to fit the question. This is about the ocean being a carbon sink. Guess what? We have a memory shortcut for it. Let me search ocean, and here we go. This is the answer for how ocean acts as carbon sink. But we cannot just copy and paste because they say suggest why it gives out less carbon than it takes in. So you don't have to talk about the first point because the first point is trying to establish that fact. But the question is already stating that, so you just repeat, no point, right? And you look at the first part A, right? They already asked what is carbon sink. If you give this first point right here, which is about carbon sink, then you're repeating part A. There's an overlap. Do you think they'll award you for the marks? Doesn't make sense for them to ask overlapping questions. They don't want that. What do you think we should say here for these 5 marks? We should ignore the first point, but instead we add elaboration to one of these 4 points. We make it into 5 points. So how do we do that? Actually, it's already in there. The corals point is an elaboration because carbon compounds stored within shells or exoskeletons. This is one example, clams. Then the second example, corals exoskeleton. That's it. I just need to make this my second point. So you see in here, how do I get 5 points? I just thought about corals as an extra elaboration to this one. Then I got a second point out of it, and therefore now I have total 5 points, 5 marks. So this is what I mean by step 1, copy over. Step 2, you need to modify, sort, and package it to suit the question, which is not that hard as you can see. Next, explain effect of carbon monoxide on the normal functioning. What's the negative impact? This is respiration, cigarette smoke, topic 9. So let's go down to here, carbon monoxide. Look at this, 2 points, 2 marks. Ta-da, copy paste. Next, this one's a math question, which you will excel at. And then asexual reproduction. This is topic 13, reproduction in plants. I chose to park it there. Here we go, asexual reproduction. You notice this comma? It's separating 2 points actually. It makes sense here that they'll award you 2 marks like that. That's another free 2 marks. Okay, now A, 2 ways structure of arteries differs from veins. So arteries versus veins. And this is topic 6, transplant in humans. Let's find that. Okay, here, explain differences in arteries versus veins. So you can choose from 4. They only need 2 ways. My bad. I think I chose 3. That was a mistake. Okay, we don't even need 3. We just need 2. So you choose 2. One of these 4 is all copy paste. So as you can see, so far, I have already gone through more than half the paper. And there are a lot of math questions that you can easily do, which I know you'll get full marks if you're just careful. And then there are the CAQs, where you have to kind of copy and paste. What does this show? Does it show that, oh, bio is a joke? No, it shows that bio is simple to score. It shows that there is hope for you. Because no matter how bad you are, or like, oh, I'm not smart, or like, why is it they're so good? You have the tool here. You have the resource now. There's no excuse. Okay, even if you're watching this and you're not in my class, this is free. This is for the Singapore O-level bio syllabus. If you have our CAQ notes, and you're not using it, you're not studying it, then what are you doing? Because if you just simply study this, you see how many free marks you will get. The reason why I made this video is because I was making this paper too, and then I was like, this is ridiculous. There are so many CAQs from our notes. I was like, wow, imagine if students really familiarize with it, how powerful would it be in their hands to have like a instruction manual to scoring more than 70% on the paper full marks? Wouldn't you want that? It's like kind of like an answer key. This is basically an answer key. It's like, imagine if you could sit for an exam, right? But you had the answer key before that. Then you can learn the answer key and sit for the exam. Like, duh, wouldn't you want that? Wouldn't you want to do that? So this is what it is. It's an answer key. Because I've compiled all the common questions from across the TYS, from across the assessment books, from across the biology matters assessment book. And I see like, okay, these are the ones that keep coming out. Can I make your life easier by compiling a bunch of model answers and making the answers very good, like to a high standard? Now, this is not perfect. There are probably mistakes. I'm actually every single day updating it. I show you this. See that? Respiration CAQs, 34 minutes ago, updated. Down here, 35 minutes ago, updated. Even if it's just like an extra space that I deleted or like an extra full stop that was wrong, I'm still updating notes every day and making improvements. So it's not perfect, but I think even if the answer key that you could study before the exam was 90% that, wouldn't you still want that? You would, right?